What is up everyone, Team Nato here, welcoming you back to another video. It's not much, but it's mine. Tonight we will be talking about a keyboard. It's the Keychron K2 version 2. It's an amazing keyboard, but before all of that, I would like to invite everyone to please hit the subscribe button as it would help make things run a bit smoother around here. Okay, let's go. Alright, the Keychron K2. The Keychron brand is very well known in the mechanical keyboard space. They make a lot of very good, very solid keyboard. But me, I personally went with the K2 version 2 because of the form factor. It's not that big. It's a bit bigger than the 60%, but it's smaller than the TKL. Now, that's a nice form factor for me because even though it's not as big as the TKL, it still has that dedicated arrow keys. And I also got it because it is the keyboard that MKBHD is using, and if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Now, in all seriousness, is the Keychron K2 the best or one of the best keyboards out there for Mac users? To find out, let's take a deeper look at the Keychron K2 V2. In the box, you will find, of course, the keyboard. It also comes with a braided cable. It's a Type-C to USB-A. There are also extra keycaps. It's Windows keycaps. The keyboard comes with the Mac keycaps installed, like the command, control, all of those things. It comes installed, so you know that it's just built for the Mac. Also, you can find a keycap puller in the box, and you can find this user manual for shortcuts and things like that for the keyboard. Now let's talk about the build quality of the keyboard. There are two versions of this, actually quite a few versions of the Keychron, but I'm talking about mainly the build. So there's an aluminum one and there's also a plastic one. So I personally got the plastic, and even though it's plastic, there's minimal flex on the keyboard. It feels sturdy, it's robust, it's heavy, and it just feels very premium. It also has a slight slant or tilt on its side, so it doesn't really lay flat on the table, so it gives you a better typing experience. It allows reachability a bit better, and if that's not enough for you, down under the keyboard are stands, different size stands. There are two different configurations for the stands. There's a smaller stand which will tilt your keyboard a little bit, but that's what I prefer, that configuration. Or if you want it a bit more tilted, you can put out the bigger one just for it to be inclined a bit more. Next is the ease of use of this keyboard. You can connect it very easily to different types of devices, phone, laptop, whatever device you're using. You just have to hold down function and 1, and you will be able to connect it to your device, and it can connect up to 3 devices, which makes it easy to switch between different devices. To switch devices, all you have to do is hold down function and press 1, 2, or 3 to switch between devices. On its side are toggle switches wherein you can toggle between Windows or Mac OS mode. This is where you also switch between wired or Bluetooth mode, and this is where you turn off your keyboard if you want to save battery. Speaking of battery life, I've had this for around 2.5 months, and I only charged it twice. It ran out of battery on me once, but that didn't happen again. So in 2.5 months, I charged it twice, which makes the battery very powerful. And I don't really turn off my keyboard. Typing on this K2 has been quite an experience. It offers you great position. It doesn't hurt my wrist while I'm also using a wrist rest. That would help. I suggest you guys get a wrist rest to avoid that carpal tunnel syndrome. But in terms of the keyboard, I like how it's very tactile. I like how light it is to type on it. And it's just overall a great experience. I like how the clickiness of it sounds. Sounds good. Now my K2 has brown switches. I like how the brown switches sound, but just for comparison, this is how the brown switches sound, so remember how it sounds. And I have here another one which has red linear keycaps or switches. It's definitely quieter than the brown switches. And here are the more obnoxious blue switches. So the red linear switches, I like how it feels as well, but in terms of sound, if I'm not going to be bothering everyone, I just love how the brown switches on the K2 sound. I also enjoy the fact that it's very well built for the Mac. You get all standard controls on the F keys. You also have screenshot controls like Command Shift 3, Command Shift 4, and all those things for the Mac. It's just something that I don't have yet on my iQnix F96. Maybe I'm just missing something for the iQnix. I haven't really looked at the software availability for that keyboard. I only got it earlier today, but it's an amazing keyboard. I'm also going to come up with a review for it in the coming future. Overall, if you guys are using Macs, I strongly recommend and strongly suggest you check out Keychron keyboards, more specifically the Keychron K2. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And that is it for me tonight, guys. Peace out.